Hey, here's the second video of the day. Actually the fourth, I believe. If you didn't see my video before, I'm probably gonna be making a lot of videos every day. When I have time. I'm not gonna have a specific, like, oh, you're 2 videos a day or 1 video a day or something like that. I'm just gonna make them whenever I want. But I wanted to sit here and talk about what mindset should I have before a wrestling match? Should I do wrestling? And what should I think when I am wrestling? And I'm here to answer all of those questions. So, should you do wrestling? I think you should. Wrestling has changed my life a lot. I'm pretty sure I'll edit some videos of me, some old pictures of me. I did not look like this, okay? I did not look as good. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, I did not look like this. Obviously, because I was younger, I didn't sound like this, but you know what I mean, right? I didn't have any confidence at all. I had a lot of anxiety, super self-conscious about myself, constantly thinking what others think about me, trying to fit in, really. But yeah, that's what I thought. And hopefully it doesn't scuff up the video. Once I started doing wrestling, once I started to really get into it, I think it was my first year, it was awesome. Sorry guys, it's hard to hold the camera. But it was an awesome first year of my life, because growing up, I did a lot of sports. I started up doing soccer. Okay, my mom has this video of me. I was going like that to the, like I walked up to my mom mid game, and she was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I was like, "Look, Mom." And I was controlling the ball in my head. I was like, "Isn't that cool?" And she's like, "You're supposed to be playing the game." I was like, "Oh yeah." So obviously I didn't do soccer. I tried out basketball, and I didn't do good. But one thing that I look back at now is you're not going to be the best when you start. No, you're not going to be. But a lot of adults, a lot of kids, I mean, kids is more acceptable, but adults growing up told me that I was not athletic enough, that I couldn't do that, or I was too this or too that. So that's why I didn't do the sports. So I was like, man, I've tried almost about I'm not saying I did every sport, and I tried every sport, but I did like, what, 2? Still trying, right? But I'm gonna switch hands. So. But I did them, and I did wrestling, and I remember winning my first match, and it was the best moment of my life. I mean, after I did that, I think that I was hooked on wrestling. And I was. My coach, something happened behind the scenes. I don't think I should share any personal information on this channel, but let's just say something happened. He's not dead, but something happened, and he's not here anymore. But I remember him asking me, he said, "Hey Bryson, are you do wrestling next year?" I said, "I'm gonna do wrestling every year. You're gonna get tired of looking at my face." He goes, "Ha, that's good to know." And it is. To this day, I want to go to college for wrestling. I have a whole big plan for wrestling. I have a lot of good stuff for wrestling. But yeah, I have a lot of plans for wrestling, but I'm not done yet with my journey. But I want to help people as I'm going. Back onto what should I think before my match, okay? So let's just say you're a beginner or whatever level you're at, right? It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's my 3rd year, and I'm still asking to do stuff. I mean, it's not compared to a lot of people. But anyways, a lot of times when I get cocky, I get it handed to me. You know, I get humbled, right? When I get cocky. Look, nobody here is Conor McGregor, okay? That is the only guy that can be cocky, in my opinion, is Conor McGregor. No. That's what I think of when someone's cocky, is like Conor McGregor. But hey, he was a good fighter. I mean, Khabib. He was good until he wasn't. But anyways, we're not talking about UFC, we're talking about wrestling. I don't think you should be cocky. I think you should be confident. There's a difference there. That's what I always said when I started to get cocky, because I do. I have a huge ego. I don't know why, but my ego is like 8 feet tall and knows how to play basketball. Okay? So I get cocky, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mess this guy up, blah, 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 blah. And then there's that other voice that's like, hold on, idiot. Don't be cocky. Look what happened last time you get cocky. You have to think. You can't, because if you go out there, I'm the best, I can't make any mistakes whatsoever. And like what? If you're like me, this is my 3rd year, you're gonna get it handed to you, because you're gonna walk out there expecting that it's not gonna be hard when it is. You may get some marshmallow, but I didn't. I remember we had this state qualifier at the start of the year. I was training. This is not an excuse at all. No excuses whatsoever, but I wasn't conditioned, right? I was cocky, right? I thought that because I've had experience that I should just win it. But no, I think that God knew that I was being cocky, and I did not do good at my state qualifier. I didn't even place. I didn't even place or anything. I didn't do good at all. And I know now I'll be able to beat those guys because I'm a different person and I've changed. But I mean, past is the past, right? I'm gonna have to do better next year. Like at the not state qualifier, Highland Hills invite for wrestling. I got to the finals and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got this, man. I was like getting all cocky in my head, staring him down. I got this. One thing that I really liked about this guy, he was very stoic, right? And also, I looked back, I was watching my videos, because I edited my videos. He watched all of my matches. He knew what I was doing. He knew what I was going to do. That's one thing that I picked up on that's really smart, is watch their matches. You'll know how that team wrestles. You know how, maybe you know your guy, right? You know how that guy wrestles, right? Watch him, because this guy, right, I think, now this is just me, I don't know, this is just my cocky side talking, right? I don't know if this is right or wrong, right or wrong way of thinking. I think I could beat that guy. I think I could beat anybody. I got something to prove to everybody, right? But I didn't. I got cocky, and he just single leg on me. Look, all these guys ain't doing single legs, right? I knew how to defend it, but I was like, and I lost. Every meet we have, I win. I went to another finals. Guess what? Bryson got cocky again, and he lost. Yeah, so don't get cocky. You will get it handed to you. Trust me. Be confident, though. Anybody can sense if they're scared, right? I can sense when someone's scared. You can sense when someone's scared in wrestling. You can just tell. I don't know why. I don't know if there's any scientific reason for that, but you can tell, right? So you have to be confident. I don't care if you're scared. I don't care if you're scared poopless, okay? You have to look confident. If you aren't confident, fake it till you make it. Am I right? But one thing that I'm very confident. I don't care if this guy if it's Khabib, I don't care. I'm still gonna be confident, right? or if it's Spencer Lee or Austin DeSanto or Roman Bravo Young or any of my favorite wrestlers, if I was wrestling any of those guys, I'd be confident. But that's just me, right? If you aren't confident, fake it till you make it. Because if you look confident, it may be a morale thing for them. Like, oh, well, this guy looks ready. You know, this guy looks like he's, you know, because a lot of people have weak thinking. And I'm not saying that to judge them or to condemn them or convict them. Like, oh, well, you suck. No, not at all. It's the wrong way of thinking, right? It's a weak way of thinking. But that can make you win. Do I think it should be better? Absolutely. So you got to be confident. Fake it till you make it, right? Another thing, too, is you have to have heart. If you... my arm's getting tired. If you have seen any Rocky movies, Rocky trains hard, right? Because he cares. Rocky wins because he cares. And I'm not just saying that, oh, well, if I care in my head, then I'll win. If you care, then you have to try. Some people can just say they care, but they really don't. But Rocky, and now I know this is a fictional character, but let's just think about it in a real sense. He won because he had heart. Apollo Creed, he got cocky. And he got it handed to him, didn't he? Did you see Apollo Creed with heart out there? Absolutely not. The second time, I think he's more hungry, but he didn't have that heart like Rocky. Same with Clubber Lang. Same with Drago, okay? Same with the kid that he fought. I've seen all of them, guys. Alright, but Rocky had heart. And that's one thing I really think it's a good thing, is if you have heart, if you truly care about wrestling, if you truly care about anything at all, you have heart, and you're going to do good. My coach, I was telling him, I was like, man, I'm so glad that I have a good coach and they're not telling me that I'm not athletic enough. He was like, well, yeah, Bryson. Hard work beats talent, and it does. And I think people who have heart work hard, and it'll beat talent. I mean, Larry Bird, right? Now, I don't really know much about basketball, but I do know about Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. I think Larry Bird was a good hard worker. I don't know anything about it. Probably shouldn't have brought this up, but Larry Bird was a hard worker. You could tell he didn't have the natural talent, but you could tell that he worked hard. Michael Jordan would be just, oh, the bug on me, would just be talent. And Michael Jordan was good, because he also worked hard too, I guess. But you have to have heart. Another thing is, when you're during the wrestling match, you got to think with a clear head. My first year, guess what? I was scared. You know that voice in your head where it's like, oh my gosh, don't do that. That's scary. Like, there's something under the bed, or there's something in the dark. That's that voice that came out when I came out there in my first match. This guy he was bigger than me. I don't know what they did with the weight classes, but he was huge to me. Maybe he wasn't. But I looked at him, I was like, oh my gosh. And I don't know if anyone got this on video, but hold on.